So I'm walking along the beach, walking to the beach, and I'm thinking about branding, right? And I'm thinking about how everyone's selling a story. You've probably heard me say this by now. Everyone's selling a story, but not everyone knows they're selling a story. And I'm walking past people, and I'm walking past businesses, and all the time I can see that every single person, everything that's going on is somebody selling a story. I walk past these Jehovah's Witnesses, right? I think they were Jehovah's Witnesses. I mean, wow, those guys are selling a story, right? That's the story of the Bible, right? Pretty straightforward. One of the oldest stories that exists. I walk past this beggar, and this beggar's putting on this phony voice that tells me how terrible his circumstances are. And this isn't me being, tough on the guy. I could hear from his voice that he was play acting, right? He was really playing on his difficult circumstances, which is fine. I'm not judging, okay? I'm just observing. And he's pulled up the leg on his trousers to show he's got this injury. He's telling a story, right? Out of necessity, maybe, but he's telling a story. Walked past some police officers, and I thought to myself, well, what story are they selling? They're selling the story of law and order, which in itself is arguably an illusion, right? But the uniform gives us that impression of being looked after, right? All story, all branding, right? Now, the thing about branding, and that's probably the reason why I've just mentioned that word, is you're either in control of your story or you're not. When you take control of the narrative, when you decide how to do your branding yourself, what message to be putting out there, what content to be putting out there about you, about your company, about your business, about your product, you're then steering the direction of the conversation about your product, about your service in the way that you want it to go. Okay, you're the one who is then creating a conversation, creating a feeling, creating an experience, if you like. Even before people have bought your product, they have a feeling of what it's about. Before they've signed up for your service, they have a feeling of what it's about. And branding is all about creating a feeling. You think about the big brands, you think about Nike, about the feeling that you get when you think about Nike. Think about Apple, think about Windows, think about all these different brands, Costa Coffee, right? Why'd you walk into Costa Coffee and not the other one? Because of the branding, okay? Branding's super important. It plays a massive role in our lives, but there are so many people who are selling their product or service online who don't give it any thought at all, and this is a huge mistake. Now, you think about the fact that I'm on Instagram a lot, I'm on Facebook a fair bit, you'll find me all over social media. Why? To be honest, I don't even need to be, right? I make the majority of my money at the moment through partnerships and through helping other people's products, other people's brands get sold online, okay? I don't even have a product for sale. You can't go to my website and buy any single thing. I'm not selling you anything, but what am I doing is I am investing in me and my branding, okay? When I'm putting content out there, number one, it's to help people, okay? That is my primary goal, is I believe I can help people, so I help people, okay? I do it truly because I want to help. Number two, I know that it increases the public awareness of who I am. I know that I have people who rely or at least look forward to the information that I put out there as a means of them growing their business or becoming better people. So I feel a sense of responsibility there as well. But I also know that down the line, some way, somehow, I will get something out of this, out of creating all this content and creating all this branding that would be beneficial for me. Branding isn't necessarily and isn't often a fast game. It's a reasonably slow game that requires patience, but the payoff is immense. And story is a massive part of it. You have to decide, what is your company about? What is your program about? What is your product about? What is your system about? What is your training about? What is it, the thing that you're offering? What is it about? Okay? And you need to be communicating to people, to your public, often on social media, about what it represents, about what it means to you. You need to be talking about it. You need to be showing people how it works. You need to be engaging with your customers, engaging with your clients, putting content out there, interviewing people, basically just putting lots and lots of content out there to see what people like, what people are responding to, and you can grow your branding from that and develop a really strong strategy of what people are responding to, okay? Think of your story, think of your message. What does your brand represent? Because your brand is a brand, your company, your thing, your product, your service is a brand. You just need to work out what the narrative is, what the story is, and you can do that the easy way, the kind of easy way, by just putting a lot of content out there and seeing what people respond to. Okay, that's a decent enough tactic. Okay, if you're not sure what your story is, if you're not sure what your message is, put a load of messages out there and see what sticks, see what feels right, see what people are responding to. Okay, hope that helps. Have a good day.